Okay, so I'm gonna walk through the Google Drive document that I set up. I'm in the RandolphMews account, so the Randolph Muse appears in my folders, but if you're logged into your Google account, it will be in the shared with me when you go to Google Drive. Once you open that, I've created some folders and everyone has rights to add new folders, add subfolders, so feel free to add other things. So I set up one for board meeting notes. Robert sent it out as a PDF. When I opened it, it actually turned it into a Google Doc, which is nice because then if I had changes to it, I could actually just edit it. And Google Docs has this nice track changes feature. So if I were adding changes, it would actually show up in a different color with a little note. So I think the Google Docs piece is a nice feature too. So I've got board meetings. I set up a folder for the maintenance contracts like we talked about. So a place for just to put copies of all the contracts. And then I set up a spreadsheet where we could list, each contract, who the contractor is, their info, what the schedule is, and if one of us were to take ownership of each of those contracts. And again, this is just a Google Doc, so we can all make changes to it. And then a place for a manager report. I think it's the same thing. You can just open the PDF, or if you open it with Google Docs, it will change it into an editable document that you can edit and do the track changes on. So I think we need to figure out if we want to what the best practice is, like once something is here, to leave it as a PDF or open it with Google Docs and make an editable version for things like minutes and manager reports. Let's see. And then projects is the one that I promised that I would sort of take ownership of setting up. So I thought for each project we could have a folder for the project. So I'll add one for the stairs and one for the flues as well. So here I just set up two subfolders, one for the bids. So it'd be a place to put all of the bids, and then one for the project overview. So the project overview, again, is just a Google Doc. It'd be nice if we had a template that we could all agree on here. I just sort of had an overview, who's approved it, and then a task list for what are the next steps for that, so we can keep track of all of that within this one document. But if there are other things that people think would be good to have in a template, you can use that suggesting feature over here and just put in your suggestions for how we might change that. There was some supporting documentation for the project overview for this one that had the view, so I just put that document in there too. And let's see. I think that's basically it. So there's probably some other main level folders that we'd want to have under the board meeting minutes. Maybe we want to have separate ones for internal meetings versus ones that we share. I don't know, but just feel free to add stuff yourself or make suggestions to me, and I will change those. And remember, you've got to get to the Google Drive, go to shared with me, and that's where you'll see it. And you'll have to accept that invitation that I sent to share this from the RandolphMews DC account. And if you don't have Google credentials, I think there's a way to link your existing email if you have, like, say, for example, a Yahoo email with a Google credential, or you might have to create a Google credential. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work if you don't have it.